Okay, so this is my second day on Zebra 3, and I've learned a few new things. Very cool synth. I like it. But we're just gonna play around with it, see what we come up with, and try to learn more. So I've recently been using curve spectrum. So we can either set the phase at fixed or random, fixed being reset. And then we got Wavetable here, and then additive synth. So I'm trying additive at the moment with the harmonics. So spectral distortion, meaning if we set the value here, the fundamental stays the same, but all the harmonics will shift. And we can change the amount of harmonics by this one here, so we can have 16 above the fundamental. And then we can have up to 1024. We can also change the waveform. And if we click this one here, it disables the curve morph. So if I change it, it's going to change the waveform. Opposing to if I didn't have it disabled, and let's say I was on curve 1, and now I was editing this keyframe, you wouldn't see a change. Unless if you move the curve morph to that shape. There we go. So it's good to just disable it if you want to create your own waveforms. Oh, that's pitchy. Let's add a filter for now. We'll add a ladder and maybe 24 dB steep. Another cool thing you can do that I found out is this whole mapper thing. It's like a sequencer. Well, that's just how I view it. And you can change these steps or these values. So if I attach the mapper to modulate the harmonics, that means each time I press a note, it will jump to the next step. So shifting the harmonics with each click, which is very cool if you want to have the same sound but alter it over time. Yeah, and we can add more steps if we want. Maybe adjust the sustain. Maybe we can add a noise oscillator. Turn that down. Get an envelope. Maybe put that on the volume. Just to have that transient so it cuts through. We can change it to maybe pink. Digital. Oh, I like that. Let's play around with this wavetable thing, because I didn't really get to that in my first video. Let's go to the first step. Let's try some of these tools. Pen tool. This is so cool. This reminds me of like Illustrator. You can kind of curve the value of the waveform. this one here kind of warps all the poles you select. What about this one? Ooh, it almost like shifts your selection. If I increase that, it's almost like a bell. Okay, let's go to keyframe 2. One thing I would like is if there was steps involved. So instead of like just shifting it like, ooh, where is keyframe 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, I can jump to it. But it's alright because as I shift this up, we have this little white arrow that kind of indicates where I am. Let's get the pen tool again, draw some shapes. So if I curve or morph these, that's cool. That's like a formant. Always sounds like someone's talking. Oh, wait. So if you're in editing mode and you switch to envelopes, it keeps up with all these editing tools. So you don't have to like leave the oscillator, then go into envelopes, then open up the editor again. If we go oscillator, let's get an envelope and shift this to modulate it so it goes up. Let's try the other way. Oh wait, that's right. I can modulate the envelope as well to morph between this shape and this shape up here. That's so cool. And then, maybe I can add an LFO to this curve. So as this LFO is modulating this envelope is modulating this oscillator. That's sick. And to edit the LFO, should be here. So we're gonna adjust like the depth, the rate. Yeah, let's do this editing thing again because it's so much easier to edit in here. Is it like pre-made? There must be. I'll get too distracted. Okay, stems or whatever this is, shapes. Okay. So we should be able to draw just shapes in here. That's interesting. So every time it lands on the 4th beat, it oscillates with the LFO. Man, this synth is so complex that it's really fun. Let's add some reverb. Why not? So when it lands on beat 4, you get a lot of wet signal for the reverb. And change this. And modulate that. Maybe have it a little bit more smoother. Or do I have to loop it like this? Ah, okay, yeah. So that's like the play area. Where is compression? Comp 1. Let's bring down the threshold so it triggers. Maybe a faster attack, but not too fast. At least is good. And this is 2 to 1. Let's make it 3 to 1. Change your resonance. Let's add some distortion after the filter. Distortion. Let's go a hard clip. Okay, EQ. Let's activate 3. Let's put a bell. Just to get a little bit more body. Maybe increase the high end just a little bit. Let's dark around 500. Just a bit. Let's try this modal thing. Okay, let's add another EQ and we're gonna modulate this one. So the second EQ. Let's add it to the gain. And we'll modulate the 5th pole as well. And maybe for the 4th one, we'll shift it like this. Just the depth and the rate. And then if I want the distortion after that, it's so good, like you can just mix match these to however you want it so quickly. Maybe we can add another oscillator just for the sake of it. And for now, we're going to mute oscillator 1 and the noise. Go to oscillator 2 and change the waveform to a sine wave. Now we're going to change the pitch of oscillator 2, so we have to assign it to a different pitch group. So we'll do pitch 2. Go here, activate pitch 2. Transpose is 48, which is fine. Okay, and then we'll add a filter. Maybe we'll add, maybe just a linear low pass. At 24, and we'll use this one here. Envelope 2. And we can add an EQ, a reverb just to this one, right? If this correlates with this. Send. Oh, okay, that's it. So this is the output volume of that channel, of that lane. And then this is how much we send the effect to that lane. Okay. Let's add some delay in then. Maybe we'll add a utility just so we can boost the signal. Maybe we'll modulate the tune. Why not? We'll get maybe map 4. Go here, modulate it to like minus 24. So hopefully you learnt something from that. I know I did, but heck, I'm just experimenting, trying to figure things out myself. But it was a lot of fun. This was just a little quick thing. I had some time on my hand. Yeah. See you in the next one.